sure everything's good. Things are not looking great for my accounts, I'll tell you that. Things are not looking great, but cryptocurrency is falling down. However, you look at some cryptocurrency and some are making some moves. The only positive one that we see on here, obviously making some moves. So let me go live really quick on both areas, both channels. I don't think I'm live over here. Let me see quickly. All right, so I am live audio wise over on the Let It Burn channel, so everything should be good. Let me change the monetization. Something happened to the stream, I guess this weekend. It must have cut off and disconnected somehow, some way. But you know, that's fine. We'll figure it out. It's a couple of days, 1 or 2 days. Let me just make sure everything's good here. Doesn't say that I'm live streaming. How many people are watching? Oh, 67? 67 people? All right, so bear with me. I'm trying to get everything situated here because, you know, I have to log in after the fact. So hopefully audio's good, everything's good. We got 392 followers over on Twitch. Thank you guys for following. Thank you for watching over here on the main channel as well. It definitely was an interesting weekend. You know, I showed up in the Discord yesterday, and it was very interesting seeing all the things that did happen this weekend. I'm excited to say that, you know, we have things that are changing, and now it's starting to make it clear why they decided to move. Nice golf course. It's starting to make it clear why they decided to move the AMA, the YouTuber AMA. And the reason they decided to move the YouTuber AMA is because they had all these things that they were looking to launch, which does take away, you know, some of our questions, saying that we don't have any use case with SHIB. All of a sudden, now they want to start launching things. Now they want to start launching the burn portal. Now they want to, obviously with the passive income thing, they've already talked about it, but they wanted to launch it before the AMA came along. So then, you know, we really don't have too many questions on SHIB utility, even though this is not SHIB utility. What is SHIB utility is being able to buy land with Shiba Inu. And now it just begs the question, why not do it from the start? Why wait until now and see all the backlash that you had before, and then now you start to launch all of these things, especially with buying the land with SHIB? You could have avoided, you know, so much backlash and seen a lot of people adopt or adapt to the lands if you would have done it from the beginning. Like, I understand it kind of defeats your whole argument of, you know, I don't want to use Shiba Inu to purchase land because, or to sell the land and for us to buy the land, is because they don't want to dump Shiba Inu. But now all of a sudden they want to allow people to be able to buy it in Shiba Inu. I mean, it's kind of weird that all of a sudden they would do that. But it shows that they're listening to us. I don't care. It's not about us being right or us having an arguing point at these AMAs. It's about getting things done. And if we're doing that before the AMA happens, I'm all for it, right? If we could find a way to create utility through everything, then that's obviously phenomenal. But what we need to push for, and what we're going to continue to push for, is all the utility that we build. We need to have some sort of burning mechanism with it, because the burn portal is great, but there's one big problem with it. How much SHIB do you think will be burned every day going forward? So if we're looking at the burn portal, I think it will start to fall off. I was going to create a video yesterday, a shorts video, because I did see it got up to 8 billion in like 24 hours, which is phenomenal. And now we're looking at about 11 billion in like 30 something hours. So I'm excited. The fact that we have burned off so much, but again, there's one big problem, is that we are doing it. We are burning off the coins ourselves. If we don't burn off the coins ourselves, and imagine right now, the reason why there's so much hype behind it is because it's something that's new. It's like when you launch something on a new exchange, it gets all of that hype, and then the hype starts to die off. Now it's not necessarily going to fall down, but you can see the exact thing that I'm talking about within Ryoshi's vision. So let me go ahead and open the screen up for you guys. I know that that's not what I wanted. Come on, guys. What the heck? No, I don't want cryptocurrency behind me. I got to show the right screen, which it's going to show the wrong side probably. Is the right screen not working? It's somehow not working right now. And I don't know why. Yeah, the right for some reason the display is not working. That's great. Why? No, that's the alert box. I don't know why the display is not working. You know what? Let me just add another one because this is weird. Window capture, display capture. Give me a second. I got to work through some issues. Where's it? Screen capture. Add source. Right screen. Even though it's the left screen. Okay, so that's good, but let me bring the camera back in. Okay, perfect. So you can see my exact point within Ryoshi Vision, right? So if we look at this, we saw that large pump on the 24th, and now you're starting to see it, fall down and start to, level out. Now, I'm not saying that this will be something that completely dies off. I don't think so. I think you'll see it continue to grow as people do continue to burn. But if you look at something like my amount, so 11 point, almost 12 billion has been burned. So it's amazing to see that. This is going to be the biggest month by far. And I don't know if we will see a bigger month unless they, have some form of utility. And you can see that mine went from 0.0 or 0.19% of the pool down to 0.4 or 0.04% of the pool in a matter of 30 hours or so, right? Maybe a little bit less because I invested or I burned my coins a while back, somewhere around like maybe 24 hours ago. So I burned about 5 million out of 12 billion, and obviously as it keeps growing, you're gaining less passive income. So it's an incentive. It's an incentive on continuing to burn, but the main problem with it is that we're burning our own coins, and it's going to start to get old, and people are not going to want to keep up with that because you don't want to burn your own coins. You want to make sure that you're doing something through utility. And people will say, like, I had a comment on Twitter talking about isn't burning through utility also burning your own coins? Because if you buy, let's say, a coin and it's a 1% tax or whatever, you're essentially burning your own coins. But understand that there's a difference between burning through utility and burning your own coins. If you burn your own coins, the whole purpose is the fact that you're burning your coins and you're hoping that everybody else joins in, right? It's the option to burn those coins. Through utility is no matter what, in order to buy Shiba Inu, everybody that goes through that process of buying Shiba Inu automatically has that 1% burned off. Everybody that goes through the process of burning or buying a NFT or land, there should be 1% that's involved in that. That's through utility, right? There's a difference between through utility and just burning it yourself, right? So this is what we're seeing here is we're burning it ourselves, and it's not as sustainable. And if you think that they're just going to get more aggressive, I would imagine that they're not going to get more aggressive because the hype comes from when it's launched, and then you're going to start to see things start to fall off a little bit and level out. And it's great that we burned 12 billion. Perfect. That's more than we've burned in the last 4, 5, 6 months combined. Maybe even 12 months combined. But we need more out of it. And it's not about us burning our own coins. It's about creating something that we can buy and it burns off a certain portion of it, an investment that burns off a certain portion, because we know we get our money back from that investment of maybe the lands, right? People are buying those lands and selling them for, or putting something like 11 Ethereum. Somebody put like 900 Ethereum or 1,000 Ethereum that they're selling it for, and I want to buy some land as soon as I can buy it with SHIB, but I want them to have some sort of transaction, and this is, even though they don't have the transaction rate right now for, like, let's say 1% burn, they could possibly have that in the future. So as they collect all this money and the sale of land ends, right? Well, now they can take a certain portion of that and burn off coins with it. So we're hoping that that's the case, and that's what we're going to be pushing for. Is with this sale of land, I understand you want to create the metaverse. What's the thought of finding a way to burn through utility? As people bought, the total amount that we had there, 1% goes towards burning Shiba Inu. That's the question that we need to ask. I understand that it's not about just burning without utility, because that creates that utility. So anyways, I haven't read any comments, so let's read comments. That was a long 11 minutes. 11 billion? Yeah, it's around 12 billion now. Nice golf course. Thank you. Nice haircut. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm just going to skip ahead. I made it to level 98 on Brickbusters thanks to Kim Jansen. That's hilarious. Kim Jansen helped me out too. I see you bought some land in the metaverse and decided to stream from your plot of land this morning. Not yet. I'm going to. I tune into the show. Thank you for watching. I'm listening to see what information is valuable, if any. Hi everyone. Hey Shiba Burn, how are you doing? Someone said they did some research and none of those games have anything to do with burning SHIB. Is that true? If you're talking about Brickbusters, Brickbusters does 100%. There's other games that claim that they do, and some don't. So you have to validate, and check all of your sources there. Some of them don't, but I know Brickbusters for sure does. I've talked to SHIB Superstore. They're over on the Discord, and they do burn coins. But there's a lot of other ones that may claim that they do and try and take advantage of the entire community by not actually burning the coins, but say that they do, or they'll say that they burn a certain small percentage of it. Your whale purchases should have the transaction fee, and a fee should be burnt. Yeah. How many holders will we have by the end of the day year? End of the day year. I don't know how many holders we'll have, because it depends how many people get on Robinhood wallets and what that's being captured as. But I would love to see 1.5 million or 2 million holders by the end of the year. I'll sit back and listen. Haven't been streaming 10 minutes yet. Good morning, everybody. I had a question for everyone. When do the updates, all the token slash or coin slash tokens, all of the apps, because they don't change, and it hasn't changed since November. I don't know what we're talking about here. I'm not burning. Wait. Yeah, I'm not burning SHIB burn. Shiba Swap was giving you passive income in Ryoshi just for staking. The problem is that they keep adding on all of these things, right? New coins, right? And it's not something that we wanted, right? There's people out there that are investing in these other coins that are giving them the value that Shiba Inu is not finding a way to give them, or the devs are not finding a way to give them, right? We want burning through utility, but the best case scenario, the best thing that we can do outside of the devs is create this coin that has some form of utility. Really doesn't, not for SHIB. It's really just improving the value or the ceiling of SHIB, not giving people more SHIB. But you have these coins that you invest into, create larger forms of income for yourself, or passive income, or whatever, or bigger investment. and then you can burn off 5%, 10%, or whatever of Shiba Inu while you're investing in this. So it's kind of like a win-win scenario. Now, what you're seeing over here is they're saying, hey, if you burn $100 of your money, you have a chance to get passive income from it. But the passive income is very minimal. It dilutes, and I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to be completely negative or spread FUD in any type of way. I just want to spread facts and make sure that we continue to have the questions and continue to push the questions out there. Because if we push these questions out there, questions get answered and things get done. As you saw from the last maybe 30 days, we've been questioning this a lot. The last maybe 2 months, we've been getting pushback from different areas, and we've been pushing back on them. And you see that things are getting done, right? You see the burn portals coming up, which is great to have another way to burn coins. If you're looking to burn Shiba Inu, that is a great way to do it, because it's very simple. You don't have to go through any extra steps unless you don't have MetaMask. Then that's where it ends up being more of a problem. But they also are launching that you can buy land with SHIB, which is a huge deal. And hopefully it can come before the AMA so we can get a full understanding as to, you being able to do that. And I don't even know if you're able to do it now. I'm still confused as to when it's going to come and if it's already here. So it's just it's definitely, as we look at this, we're complaining about things, talking about real life scenarios, and talking about utility and building some more value for SHIB, and we're getting things done. I mean, people can complain all they want and say that there's FUD being spread, but understand that things are getting done. The only way that things get done is by having both sides, by seeing both sides, seeing the positives and the negatives. If you don't see the negatives, then you're just going to, uh, just be talking about all the positive things that happen there, and you're never going to fix any of the problems. You don't see, when you go into a meeting, they don't go, oh, you know what? Everything is positive, and let's just end the meeting early because everything's positive within this business. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk didn't get where they were because they weren't trying to fix problems. It's because they were trying to fix problems. What's the issue? What are we trying to solve within the world today that we can make better? And that's what we need to do with Shiba Inu. We're trying to make it better every single day. It's not about all the positivity. Yes, you can have positivity, but we need to be able to understand what are the problems and how can we solve it, right? That's what we need to care about. I hate seeing all of those. I was in an AMA yesterday, to where they were like, I hate all the FUD being spread around. I didn't say anything. I just wanted to hear what they were saying. I was going to, but then it went to the end, and I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to open up a whole can of worms here as we get to the end of this, like, I guess 3 hour space that they had. I stopped in the last like 30 minutes, and they were talking about all the positivity. And they were like, oh, I love what they're doing with the ecosystem. Bone and Leash are a part of the ecosystem, and they drive value to Shiba Inu in a big way. And I'm just thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, how? Please explain how. Like, you're saying all of these positive things, but you're not going into detail as to how it does it. And again, this comes from a person that's very bullish on Shiba Inu. Like, I love Shiba Inu. I hold Shiba Inu. I burn Shiba Inu. I have a whole channel dedicated to the revenue goes towards Shiba Inu. So I love this position, but things that you love, like say your children, people that you love, you're not just going to say, you know what, you're doing an absolutely amazing job and they don't have to improve on anything, right? You're not going to teach them anything because they don't need to learn anything. Like, that's basically what you're saying. Like, I love Shiba Inu, so I want it to improve. Just like I love my children and I want them to improve and get better and learn new things, right? So for people to say, oh, it's nothing but positivity and you can't spread any type of negative news, I think you're wrong there. I think you're totally wrong. I am insanely, someone said I'm happy with the progress. I'm insanely happy with the progress um that's happened for Shiba Inu. With everything that's happened in the last I don't know, month and a half, I'm really excited. to see what's next. Captain, don't start spamming or I will ban you. Yes. SHIB burn absolutely. That's exactly what. Okay, I'm reading somebody's. Um, Hi, bro. Hope you and the family are well. When do you think things will get better in crypto? I need some positive vibes. I hear you. I hear you. Well, right now, if the stock market is not moving in a positive way, a lot of times now the cryptocurrency is not going to move in a positive way. So you're going to see that, the stock market is down, and the reason why you would see them moving side by side and, in the same direction is because institutions control a lot of the money that's going into both markets now. They saw how much we were gaining within these markets, and they always like to destroy any gains that we can get, because creating any type of financial freedom for us is horrible for their bottom line, right? They can't hire employees at a lower cost because of the fact that we're over here making money in the stock market, in the crypto market. So they see all the gains in the crypto market. They decide to get in on the gains themselves and control exactly what the market can do, right? And it's horrible to say, but I can definitely see the similarities, right? There are some coins that end up skyrocketing out of nowhere, which you always have. Same thing with like the stock market. There are some coins or some positions that you always have that increases, but it's about the institutions. 8,760 hours in a year, so over 3 trillion. Over 3 trillion will be burnt and more. Wait, or more per year. 11 billion gets burnt every 30 hours. I don't think that will be the case. It's gonna dial back, and you're gonna see billions still be burnt, but it's not. You're not gonna see that much. What is CRO at? Because I might need to buy some more CRO, actually. Somebody just said something about CRO. Don't got much, but I stake my 25 million and my 1500 CRO. Yeah, I got to check what. Let's actually see it over here. Because ApeCoin, you guys see, ApeCoin is up by 7%. It's up to $17.63. I'm currently holding $900 worth, and I'm up about $3 on every coin. So I'm happy about that. Where is CRO? Crypto.com, 39 cents. I was hoping it's around 37 cents. I was hoping. Because then maybe I can. 39 cents is not bad, though. CRO. I do have some money ready to be spent, but I'm not going to spend a crazy amount, probably another $1,000 or so, and probably throw it on CRO. Because I did just spend $2,000 this weekend, and I want to put another $1,000 on CRO. I wish I could show you my crypto.com balance. I need one of those like docking stations for the phone. And then maybe I can show you where my crypto.com balance actually is. Because my balance right now is $19,829. It's down about $983 right now overall. But again, those are investments that I don't plan on selling anytime soon. I know with FarmCoin, as I look into that, I'm still looking at it. I'm like, this looks like an amazing price. A lot of things look like an amazing price. Like look at Polymath down at 40 cents. Look at Gitcoin down at $5.45. That's huge. I could essentially buy another 600. Hmm. I probably should, because if I buy another 400, that'll be another $2,000. Um, so if I just add another 1,000 to it, um, I'll end up getting a decent amount from it. I'll end up being able to pocket that or hold that, 600 or so. Yeah, and then I'll have 1,000 Gitcoin, and I can make a trade with 600 of that Gitcoin. Yeah, that could be a possibility. All right, we have 250 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all the people here. I'm gonna skip ahead because I keep just talking and talking. I mean, that's what it's all about. We can more having an impact on both crypto and the stock market. Yes, that too. When is the YouTuber AMA, buddy? It's the 29th from 6 to 9. AMC into the 15s today? Of course it is. Of course it is. Are you worried about the big dip in the last couple of weeks? No, no, I'm not worried about it. I'm going backwards. I'm bullish long term in Shiba Inu and the burn because you can change the logo or image in the metaverse and NFTs. Um, NFT you burn, and I think whales are going to make advertising and the same to burn. Are you okay? What? So for me, I think that's true. I think that will be something that could be a big use case, but it's not only about changing the images or logo on the metaverse, like or your plot of land as a whole. I think there will be more towards that, but I don't know what they will do within advertising within your land. I was talking to someone about plots of land and what you can do with those. We're starting to see Shiba Inu actually bounce off the 200 EMA, and it looks pretty good. Um, I was talking to someone about working with your plots of land. Can cryptocurrency be shorted? Yes, it can in certain places. And I was wondering like what you can all do with it, and pretty much the sky's the limit. I want to see how it ends up, how all of it ends up impacting, Shiba Inu, how it ends up impacting like individual plots. So what you decide to do with it, if you want to build an Arby's or something, I don't know. Question: any idea of what will happen with Shiba burning the recession? Any idea what will happen with Shiba if ETH stay proof of work? Um, well, I don't think Ethereum is going to stay proof of work. It's going to end up moving to proof of stake. It's in that transition as it is as of today. I mean, people are talking about um, every day they're talking about this, and you see so many platforms moving to the layer two, Ethereum moving to, um, you know, that platform where you see Shibarium, you see Loopring, you see all these platforms moving to layer two. So I don't see that happening to where they don't move um, to proof of stake. Um, but do I any ideas what will happen with Shiba during the recession? I don't know if we will see a massive recession. I mean, they always call for this and say there's going to be a huge recession. Um, I I don't know, and maybe we're within a recession right now, but I don't see it. It doesn't really look like as big of an impact as we see through typical recessions. So, um, I would say Shiba Inu, is probably going to flow with the market since it is one of the heaviest or most popular cryptocurrencies that are out there. So when you have popular cryptocurrencies, a lot of institutions, a lot of big money will invest into that because it's not going to go the complete opposite. It's the most popular cryptocurrency, right? You look at Bitcoin, and yes, Bitcoin is popular by percentage, right? You look at 40% held or 40% of the market cap. It has that dominance. But Shiba Inu is the most popular cryptocurrency, so of course you're going to see it flow with regular movement when it comes to institutional investments and big money. I did 38 cents in CRO. Oh, you 38 cents. CRO is 85 cents. No, it's not. How does staking work? So basically, you're staking your money. You put your coins within a platform, and they can use it for whatever they want. So basically, they'll use that staked balance that they have in order to loan it to someone else for a higher percentage back. That's how they pay you your percentage. So most likely they'll end up getting, let's say, if you get 10%, they'll get 20% from it, and they'll pay you that difference. Who would win in a fight between a grilled cheese sandwich and a hard shelled taco? Um, Grilled cheese sandwich. It depends what type of cheese you're using. Mozzarella or Munster cheese, I would say you would probably have a hard shell taco get stuck in that, and it's impossible. Um, it's Monday. What's going to happen the start of the week? Uh, is the Dow taking another beating? I haven't looked at the Dow. I haven't looked at the markets really. But I would imagine we're not going to see anything really positive. We haven't seen much positive, but you know, actually, we're seeing some things make moves. We're seeing Zomedica, that's at 26 cents. Guys, 26 cents. I haven't been watching the stock market at all, and it's definitely a waiting period. It's definitely where you're like, look, I got to wait it out. Like, that's all you can do is just wait it out at these points. I mean, you can accept any losses that you want, but at these points, you would be accepting a loss at the bottom, and then you're more likely going to buy at some of the peak points. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to accept the. I understand we could see a recession. I understand we could see things completely collapse from underneath us. But does that mean that the entire stock market is going to, collapse and we're not going to see businesses recover at all? No, that's not what it means. We're going to see businesses recover, and I'm going to be all for those businesses recovering because I'm going to hold on to my positions. It's not something that I need to take money out, especially since I already paid taxes. So I can keep this for a whole nother year. And then if I really wanted to, I can obviously accept the losses that I had there and then buy in, in the next 30 days or so. Or technically, now I can just sell and then rebuy right away, capture the losses within that year, and then I mean, I can only write off 5,000, but still, AMC is at $16.29. GME is at $138.22. We see a lot of red that's in the market today. A lot of red that's in the market. It's just a complete bloodbath. And I mean, it's not something that I'm upset about. I hate seeing red, but I think it's definitely something where you look at it and you're like, these are buying opportunities. I'm surprised that we're seeing Tesla so high. Um, that's over $1,000. I think right now in the pre-market it's down below 900. And if we could see that, if I could see it break below 600, yeah, I will definitely find any type of way to buy more Tesla. There's just so many opportunities that it starts to it starts to get to me. I mean, you look at Roblox, and Roblox was previously at a level of $100+, and now it's down to $33 in a matter of 5 months. Is that 5 months? Those are months? Yeah, 5 months. That's crazy. That is insane that it dropped that much. Ethan, Matt still holds AMC. Yes, I do still hold AMC. I actually bought more at 15, and have 125 shares over in my Roth IRA that I added to my 900 shares that I have over in Webull. Matt, you bought a land in the metaverse for Shiba Inu? Not yet. I'm waiting for you to be able to buy it with Shiba Inu, and I can't find a way to do that. If it is live, I know they said it's coming soon, but I don't know when that's supposed to be. So I'm waiting for that. Definitely a grilled cheese sandwich. Grilled cheese sandwich is so cheesy. Is that what we're talking about today? Matt is definitely 1,000% right. How long will can we keep burning your coins? Exactly. How long can we keep burning our own coins? That's the problem that we deal with. While people will say, I saw some comments and some tweets that are saying now, Shiba Burn doesn't have the title for the biggest burn. And I'm like, these are multiple burns that are going through. If you think that the burn portal is one burn, it's a burn method, and that's great. It basically brings to life our theory. Hey, if we have everybody in the Shiba Inu community decide to burn a certain amount of coins, we can burn off billions of coins, if not trillions of coins. And that's exactly what we see. However, everybody's not, burning off their own coins. And it's understandable. You don't need to burn off your own coins. I don't expect you to. This makes it an easier method to burn off your coins if you have MetaMask and gain some sort of passive income. But you can see that my passive income diluted. It said the APR was 28% when I first invested, and now you're looking at the APR being around 9%. My total ownership of the pool is 0.04%. And yes, this also gives an option to a lot of the burn methods out there. So if you have a burn coin, you can, or if you have a burn token or you have a burn mechanism or whatever, you can now take all of those burned coins that you wanted to, or all that money, and burn it through the burn portal and collect an APY from it, even though you're probably not going to collect a large portion because it's going to be diluted as time goes on. So this just creates a collective way to bring together all of these burn methods. Now, what I would like to see from them is adoption of some of these burn methods so that we can push a lot of these burn methods forward, and then we can also burn through their burn portal. So it's benefiting them in a big way. They're doing their research on a lot of these coins, a lot of these mechanisms, and then we can finally get to a point to where you have that partnership. Do you plan on burning SHIB in the burn portal from now on? So yes, I do plan on burning SHIB in the burn portal from now on, even though they are making money from Ryoshi Vision, right? I understand that any investment has a side to where you're making some sort of money from it. Do you know what I mean? Anything that you do there. So even, um, you know, burning through Shiba burn token, right? The people that are holding Shiba burn token, right? You're the reason why you're able to burn 5%. And then when you sell it, you're also able to burn 5% there. But you made your investment while you're also burning off Shiba Inu. And that's the idea, is not to burn off your own money, increase the value of your money, and also burn off Shiba Inu. However, this, you're burning off $100 with the chance to make a certain amount per week. And it's going to take you a while to get your money back. And it's great if you can get your money back. But with more and more people that are getting into it, the passive income gets diluted. I do want to see what it ends up being, but I would imagine it's not going to be a lot for the normal person. So the normal person going out and burning, the passive income won't be huge, but a burn method, like maybe one of the burn coins that has a lot of volume to throw $1 billion or $1 trillion or whatever in there, that's where you start seeing a lot. So the partnership, if they can find a way, and that's what I'm going to try and talk about as well. I got to find a way to, I got to write down all these questions because I have questions written down, but I need to structure them in a different way. But basically taking all of the burn methods, throwing them in here as you do burn off coins, and it's going to burn it off directly, hopefully for a lower fee. Hopefully, you know what? They should be doing this through like the Shibarium platform so that the fees are lower, you're burning off the coins, and you don't really have to worry about even a $3 to $7 fee, right? If you're worrying about less of a fee, then you burn off more coins, and you don't also have to worry about holding Ethereum in your wallet. You can't burn only with MetaMask connection. I don't know what that means. You you can burn with a MetaMask connection. You have to be connected to the Ethereum network, which it automatically connects to the Ethereum network. Need a 98% burn. For 1 penny, yes. For $1, you need 99.9%. Dogecoin is up. Is Dogecoin up? Let's check. I have Dogecoin. Yes, Dogecoin is up 3%. So that's good to see Dogecoin is actually making a positive move out of this. I love it. I love seeing it. I have $110 in there. I had $300 in there, but it obviously dropped down in price. So that was a problem. Matt, with the burn portal, are you to stop to burn in your videos? Wait, what? Are you to stop to burn in your videos? If you're asking if I'm going to stop burning for my videos, no, I'm going to keep burning within the videos. I'm going to show you what's happening here, and then I'm going to also show you the transaction hash. So the last burn that I did, the 4.8 million, I did have the transaction hash, and I showed the Shiba burn tweet. I also need to put it on the Patreon as to how much we did burn. With quadrillions of SHIB tokens, there's not quadrillions of SHIB tokens. They need to burn many multiples higher a long period for a big difference. There's only 1 quadrillion SHIB tokens, and technically 40% of that is burned off. So it's trillions. It's not quadrillions. There's 600 trillion of, it doesn't matter. It's still a ridiculous amount. But if it was quadrillions, then we would be looking at a ridiculously long time in order for that to happen. I mean, it's still going to be a long time, but ridiculously long time for quadrillions to be burned off. Hopefully, we can get a whale to burn. Burn portal will make SHIB burners to compete with each other. Yes, it will make that's the idea behind it. You're making a lot of the larger SHIB burners, the burn methods compete with each other in order to gain maybe a passive income from it. And then what you can do with that passive income, like certain situations are saying, hey, you could do with that passive income is you can invest it back into your business, or you can hold it whatever on your balance sheet, or you can put it back in your token somehow, some way. Like there's always methods to adding whatever you're getting, towards improving whatever you have, right? So I'm excited with the fact that we burned off, about 12 billion coins. Um, but it's definitely gonna be interesting to see the rate going forward. And I know that on Twitter, I know that Shiba Burn's going to get a lot of following from this, because obviously going through, I guess they're having issues with the updates to the burn, because there's so many burns that are going on. Like the last tweet that they had was over 3 billion in the last 24 hours, and now you're seeing a crazy amount, and they have no update since. Which is interesting because I depend on their tweets for my updates over on the Discord group. So, subtle plug, if you guys want to join the Discord group, feel free to join this. It's a great group of people. We have 1,300 people that are now a part of this Discord group, and we're looking to build this to higher and higher levels. We have a lot of people that did level up to the SHIB amateur level, from being a SHIB pup. So yeah, definitely come here and check this out. We're growing. We're adding new things, adding new topics, talking about different ideas, and people reach out to me directly, and we just talk. There is somebody that keeps coming back in, and trying to be me and tell people, hey, invest in this, or let me get your money, and all that other type of stuff. So be careful when you go into anything. Know that I won't message you directly. I literally had to. The only time I had to message somebody directly, somebody sent a message in the chat and said, "How do I contact Matt?" They really didn't know how to go and do that, so I contacted them and had to find a way to explain that I am not the scammer that's coming through, which is hard because they take my exact picture and my name. So I usually don't reach out to anybody. It's like 99.9% of the time I will not reach out to anybody. You reach out to me, and then I'll respond to that question. So if you go up here and you just click on my name and you send me a message, you can definitely do that, and I'll respond to it eventually. Matt, how many questions will each AMA participant have to ask? See, I don't know. That they haven't given any of this information, so I don't know how much time we will have to ask, or if it will be like, hey, if you have a question, just come up with a question, and it's not going to be like structured where it's like, give me all your questions and then go to the next person, because you want to have everybody have a chance, especially if there's multiple, like a lot of participants that are asking questions. You know, maybe what I'll do is I'll wait closer to the end. If nobody comes up with a question right away, then obviously I'll just jump into it. But there's always that who's gonna who's gonna step out on the dance floor first type of thing. And I don't know if that will be the case. If it is, obviously I'll jump out and talk about transparency to start. Because that's where all my question is coming into, is being transparent. Not only me being transparent and kind of fighting that blog in a small way, but also talking about them being very transparent, and even giving them props for the fact that they've come out and launched a bunch of things. But I think they're doing a horrible job with their marketing. I don't want to say that, but I think they're doing a horrible job with their marketing, because the things that will bring a lot of hype, the burn portal brings a huge amount of hype. People being able to buy with SHIB, a huge amount of hype. Why were you doing all of these huge announcements for things like John Richmond and Wellies, when nobody liked the fact that you built up that much interest and then kind of kicked everyone in the metaphorical nuts. The, uh, anyways, um, you found a way to basically disappoint everybody in the SHIB community with that. I mean, some people were excited about what was happening with Wellies and John Richmond and saw potential. I only see potential for Wellies. I only see potential for um, uh, John Richmond and any other business that's included in it because they're building NFTs, they're building their brand off of the SHIB image, kind of using SHIB as a mascot versus, um, all of the utility that we could build. So they had all this excitement for things that weren't really interesting, and then these things that are huge for the SHIB community, they just come out of nowhere. It's just like, the burn portal. Here's the burn portal. It's interesting. Wow, we launched the burn portal. You see how much hype that gets over anything else. Um, and then also being able to buy with SHIB, that's obviously a big point as well. So if we could find a way to up their marketing skills, whoever's in charge of that, that would be amazing. I'm not saying that, I would come up with better designs because I know I wouldn't. I'm not great with, um, graphic design or anything, but I know that they should probably build that up a lot more. Same thing with the NFTs and land. If you would have built that up a lot more and talked about how it's going to benefit SHIB in a big way, this would have moved already. You would have had like 30 mil or 30,000 sales of land, like actual sales of land. And I want to buy some land. I want to bid on some land. But I'm waiting for you to be able to buy in SHIB, and then we'll make that move. SHIB is moving. SHIB is definitely moving. It's starting to retrace a little bit, but you're seeing higher highs and higher lows, so I do like that. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for watching, Jordan Oakley, and also being a member for 3 months. That is phenomenal that you support my channel in such a big way. Again, like this is my 9 to 5. This is how I end up, feeding my family and, paying my bills and all that stuff. And you guys are supporting me in such a big way. And I try and support the SHIB Inu community in a big way as well by being here to ask the difficult questions. If we don't have difficult questions, we don't get the right answers, right? If we come through with sugar-coated questions like, oh, I really like what you guys are doing with the burn portal. This is going to be the best thing ever. Like, that's not a question, and that's what the AMAs consist of. There's just a lot of those type of questions, and it's about getting the hard questions out. But then when we do get the hard questions out, it's always like, hey, stop spreading FUD. It's like, no, let's ask these questions and get the real answers, because the way that we improve the business is by asking the tough questions. It's just how it works. It's supposed SHIB Lamb is supposed to be burning a percentage. No, I don't. They're not burning a percentage. They're only burning through changing your pictures or logos, and then they're also burning through renaming your land, your plot of land. So eventually, I think they will add more utility because we'll keep pushing for more utility, and I think they need someone that understands that if you tie these, I don't understand how they don't know that. If you tie this to Shiba Inu in a big way, like tie all of your different pieces to Shiba Inu in a big way, you get the result that you want, right? You want Bone and Leash to run. How do you tie Shiba Inu to Bone and Leash? How do you tie Bone to be able to improve Shiba Inu and Shiba Inu to be able to improve Bone? Not just one-sided, not just one way, right? Shiba Inu is the face, and you take all of the holders, and now you're like, we have this new thing over here. Come and check out this new thing. It's like, well, what about this? What are you doing for this? Well, come check out this. We'll give you that information later. It's like, no, we don't want that. We need to make SHIB burn the new SHIB, and you win on both tokens. I think I don't think we need to make it the new SHIB. I think we need to make it an investment of its own. And yes, it is SHIB burn. What I thought was interesting as we go through here, maybe this tells you exactly why they don't like Shiba burn token, is because how do they not like Shiba burn token, but then they're going to call their website Shiba burn? Like, is that the reason why? Like, they literally were, they were like, oh, we had this name and they took our name, and now we have to go back on this and all this other stuff? Or is this something where they're trying to take the vision away from Shiba Burn? Because now they're creating that connection that they didn't want, apparently. So let's find a way to make that connection so people can make money on this token. I don't understand why they just didn't partner up with Shiba Burn token and take that 6% that Shiba Inu owns somehow, some way, and hold on to that throughout the developers or whatever, and basically gain value through Shiba Burn and being able to burn off more SHIB with burning off 5%. So if you burn this off, you end up getting Shiba Burn in return. All the transactions go through. You have 5% that's burned off in Shiba Burn. As you sell, you get 5% gets burned off as well. We can see all of that connection, but they don't feel like doing it. It just drives me insane that they are trying to create these connections, and they're like kind of failing on some of them. We have 300 people here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. We're almost at 200 likes. If you can, I would really appreciate it. We're going to be trying to upload the part 2 to the golf video. It looks like that was my highest viewed golf video, the last one that I just posted, which was me playing a Golden Oaks for the first 5 holes. And now we have the next 8 holes that we're going to be playing. And it was just fun to get out and play that course, because that course is freaking beautiful. But yeah, if you want to go and subscribe to my golf channel, definitely do that, Matt Perry Golf, and you can see me in another light, and get a different visual on me creating golf content and other types of content. I have other channels as well. I do plan on gaming a little bit more. I'm starting to update my Xbox and PlayStation, because all my games are just it's like 200 gigs that I need to download worth of games and updates. So yeah, gonna burn $100 right now. Yeah, I burned $100. I think $100 now will be more valuable than what I burned my $100. Hey Matt, you look like David Schwimmer. Wow, how do I look like David Schwimmer? How do I look like David Schwimmer? But it's good that you mentioned Friends, because Matthew Perry is from Friends, so I don't obviously look like Chandler Bing or Matthew Perry, but I do look like Matthew Perry because I am Matthew Perry, but not that Matthew Perry. You get what I'm saying. The devs seem to be listening to you, Matt. I think they are, and I love it. I love that they are finding a way to listen, at least. And I don't care. I don't want to say that I'm right. I don't want to say that anybody's right. I don't want to argue back and forth. All I want to do, which you can consider as arguing, I want to debate, right? What's the best vision for Shiba Inu? And you may have this vision on creating these coins and these the platforms, the metaverse, the lands, the Shiboshis, but how does that find a way to tie to all of the things connected in the ecosystem? Because I care about the ecosystem. Don't get me wrong, I do care about the ecosystem, but if it's not finding a way to support SHIB, then it's not a part of the SHIB ecosystem, right? It's a different animal. Like if you look at something like CRO is huge, and it continues to grow, and probably will be way bigger than where it is now, because everything that they're doing flows through Chronos, flows through that one coin. And I think that needs to be the same thing that happens with Shiba Inu. And Shiba Inu has a lot more popularity right now than Chronos does, even though a lot of people do hold CRO. It's surprising how many people hold CRO, but how little volume goes through coin market cap, at least for what we see. And maybe all the volume doesn't go through there. Maybe it doesn't pop up with crypto.com. So actually, let me check that. CRO. It should have a platform, crypto.com platform on there. Yeah, so maybe that's why. Oh, no, right there. You have crypto.com exchange. So you have $10 million that's going through crypto.com exchange in the last. So you have $50.6 million, up 33% in volume, but we're seeing the price down by 3.6%. Interesting. Crypto.com exchange has a total of 16 million in volume, and then the next highest is Bitconomy, and Coinbase. Right? And then you have more Crypto.com exchange, So majority of the volume is through crypto.com exchange. You can see 16, 19, $20 million out of the $50 million that goes through crypto.com, which is good. You want it to go through your own platform more than any other platform, but you also want it offered on all of these other platforms as well. So anyways, let me go back down to the bottom. Golf is like bowling. I don't know what that means. Bowling, bowling. If you're not good at it, then I guess maybe it is. I think golf is a little bit better because um, I don't know. You have to be accurate on both sides. I think it's more exercise than bowling. I'm always interested in bowling because I've played a couple of um, sets. That's what they call them, sets, and had like 3 strikes in a row and 4 strikes in a row, and then everything goes downhill from there. It's like you keep trying, and it just doesn't get better. But golf, same thing. I keep trying. I just don't get better. Eventually, I will, and you'll see the progression on video. There's an exact schedule for you live. Typically, I'm live around 7 o'clock till about 9 to 9:30. Today will probably be closer to 9:30 that I'll stop. And once the stock market goes live, I'll hop off, and I have a couple of videos to do, and for the Let It Burn channel, and also uploading the golf video today by 12. So yeah, so there typically I'm live 7 to 9 to 9:30. Sometimes I'll go till 10, but I'll start at 7. Matt, your APR is higher, but I've burned more than you. Well, maybe it needs an update. There we go. APR is lower, probably 7. Yeah, there we go, 7.4%. So again, I think it's just going to keep diluting, and that's the main issue. Is it incentivizes you to burn, which is great, but it's also incentivizing people to give up their own tokens to buy something else. So it creates a use case, I guess, for Shiba Inu, which I like, right? Seeing any type of use case is always good. Golf lets you enjoy nature and fresh air. I like that. Yes, it does. Sometimes it's fresh air. Some courses don't really have fresh air, believe it or not. But yeah, I like the fact that it is a use case. Both of them are use cases because you're buying investments that can increase in value. So say you get paid out in Ryoshi Vision, right? Ryoshi's Vision, and that does end up increasing in value. Well, now you hold a certain amount, let's say $65 of Ryoshi's Vision, and you hold so many tokens. Well, that token now increased in value by a hell of a lot. And you're able to create more out of that investment, especially investing into the beginning of that. Same thing with the lands. You're adding some form of utility with it. So the point is that they're listening to the community. I don't know if they're listening to me, but they're listening to the community in general. And I love that. Now, does that mean that's the end of this story? No. When they create a burn portal, does that mean that's the end? No. When they create use cases, is it the end? No, it's not. We need to have continuation, because if we get comfortable now, then they'll basically say, all right, well, this is the line. Let's just stay with that line and never improve upon that. So I don't want that at all. Make a video on your trading strategy, or make a live stream. Yeah, I can definitely do that. I've talked about how I end up trading. If you're talking about day trading within the stock market, I love day trading within the stock market, and I usually gain about $100 a day average. When it comes to swing trading in the crypto market, obviously I have a certain strategy and long-term investments as well. So I've made a video on my strategy for CRO, but not for crypto in general. But you can buy $100, burn half, and keep half. That means you're just burning $50. What? So you can burn $50. Yeah. Wasted super chat? Who sent a super chat? Oh, thank you. Well, that wasn't a super chat, but maybe. Uh, thank you for being a member for 12 months. I appreciate that. Fire King, wow. Member for 12 months. And you leveled up to, you know, obviously being a moderator because you're very trustworthy. So I appreciate you being here, that long. Wow, that's crazy. And I hear Yura told me that was only 7 months. Wow, that's crazy that you've been here for that long. That everybody has been here for that long, and especially like people that have moved up, the rankings and have become very trustworthy. Like you're an admin in my regular Discord group, which I need to communicate in, and you are a moderator in the Shiba Inu Discord group. Like I obviously trust you, and that's great that you're here and you're supporting the channel in such a big way. It means the world to me. It really does. I hate YouTube apps sometimes. Have you talked about Vault Inu? I have not. I have Vault Inu. I just haven't been heavily invested into it. I've heard interesting things, but I'm not a big fan of migration, so we'll see how things play out. Hey Matt, I'm trying to burn a SHIB on the burn portal. Um, and it's giving me the wrong network message on the bottom. If you're on the phone, if you're on your phone, it's going to say wrong network because it doesn't connect. It tries to connect through the browser. So you have to do it on the computer. Connect your MetaMask on Chrome, a Chrome browser, and you can easily attach the right network. So the problem is you're probably on a phone or like a iPad or something like that. You need to go on a computer. Since Welly's is using Shiba to help them make money, they should burn off Shiba every time someone buys a burger. Same thing with John Richmond. That's my thought. If you're partnering with a business, the idea should have been um, all the money that goes towards it. So all the profits, a certain percentage of the profits goes towards burning off SHIB, just like we do with the Let It Burn channel and all the games that are created, Brick Busters, whatever's out there, we're burning off a certain portion or basically all of our profits. If they take even 5% of their profits, that's when we start seeing that large jump. Not because people can buy and ship. Nobody wants to buy a depreciating asset, especially food, with an appreciating asset. Why are you buying anything that's going to go away in the next 5 minutes with an appreciating asset that essentially you now spent $25 on that burger? That $25 is a million SHIB. I'm not saying that their burgers are $25, but let's say the overall meal or overall thing that you bought was $25 worth. That's a million SHIB. Well, now you're going to be kicking yourself when SHIB is to $1 and you just wasted $1 million on Welly's burger. I mean, that's the issue is you're giving up your investment and now you have to make another purchase of that investment in order to make up for that difference or make up what you purchased with it. So my idea is always you take real dollars and then you take this a certain portion of your profits and put it towards burning off SHIB. And if I owned a Welly's franchise, that's exactly what I would do. If I owned one Welly's franchise over here, which I maybe can apply for that and get a Welly's franchise, I would burn off a certain portion of the profits. It would probably be a lower percentage because as a business, you have to maintain a lot of the expenses and all that stuff. And then also you have the franchise fees that goes to the corporate office or whoever's in charge of it, right? So it would be probably 2%, but 2% is better than nothing, right? 1 to 2%, I would say. I don't know what the amount that you would end up getting back because certain franchises are different. Some don't even let you take the profits. Like they'll give you just a percentage of the profits after it's all sent to corporate or something, and that's freaking weird. But yes, I agree with you. Would you say $1,000 is $1,000 is a good investment? $1,000 or $1,000 is a good investment to do on SHIB now, or is it late? Oh, I think SHIB is a great price right now. My cost basis is around 2,100, 21 to 2,200, and I would still buy more anything below 3,000. I have certain levels to where I want to hold what I'm holding and not continue to buy. Right? Yes, you have people that want to continue to buy and see the value as it is going up, but I want, as I'm holding a certain amount, if I keep making these investments, it makes it more difficult for it to double and double and double and double. Do you know what I mean? So I want to make sure that anything below 3,000, that's where I'm making this investment. Anything above 3,000, I'm sitting on it and just gaining my passive income from it. And the only way that I'm adding to my position is from that passive income. So if I'm holding on to it for a long term, it doesn't make sense for me to spend more money into that position after a certain price when I could just gain passive income that's also doing the same thing, right? If it's giving me $1 million every month, then I'll take a new $1 million every month. And I know that might not be a crazy amount, but it's another $1 million that you're gaining for free rather than you spending more money on it. Same thing with CRO. I said in my update for CRO is that I'm going to buy CRO up until $1. And if I do not see, or if I see it go above $1, I'm not going to buy anything else. I'm just going to sit on whatever I can gain there and just let it continue to grow. So that's why I'm trying to buy as much CRO now at 30 and 40 and 50 cents and 60 cents, 70 cents, all of those different levels. I'll probably buy more at some of these lower levels at like 40 or 50, below 50 cents. But anything above $1, I'm not making any type of investment after that. It's going to be all passive income that I gain or CRO that I gain from the credit card. Fire King is kind of sus. Got to watch that guy. That's funny. 315 people here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on the burn portal. Actually, right now, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna pause. Just let me know your thoughts on the burn portal. And I know it may take me a while to get to it because there's a delay. So when you're hearing me say this, I'm probably already paused for like maybe a minute. So make sure you guys let me know what you're thinking about the burn portal. Your honest opinion, honest thoughts. I got a bunch of honest thoughts from the Discord group, but let me know your thoughts, and I'm gonna read through those thoughts as soon as they come up. So just let me know. But 315 people here, guys. Hit the like button. Does help out. Is it possible that wellies could burn 10%? They stole your idea? Is that what you're thinking about? Like the Shiba burn portal? I don't think they stole my idea. That's fine with me. I'm okay with them burning Shiba Inu. It's just technically we are burning Shiba Inu, not them. Burn Shiba Inu as long as the price goes up. A burn portal is cool, but I prefer buy Shiba tokens and then burn 1 or 2 million. They can be a passive income. I'm not sure I totally understand that. I'm stoked about the burn portal. I was kind of wishing a little of each transaction went to the burn. Yeah, I would agree. I'm pushing for more transaction-based burns as well because it's a normal form of utility. So I would agree. I think it's a bummer, Matt. You think it's a bummer because people are spending their own money? Interesting. As long as it actually burns SHIB and not just putting the money into the devs' pockets and then think it's going. Yeah, I mean, you can see the updates on Shiba Burn, even though Shiba Burn is not making those updates now. Cheers. You stake it on a DeFi. How do you choose a validator? So I typically choose a validator just based on if they have any type of flags or not, and usually go for like one of the higher percentages, and also go for one that is like a well-known name, something like crypto.com or something, you know. Burn portal is great, but I don't think I don't really see it making a big difference in the long run. Yes, I would agree. I think we're going to see honest thoughts. Uh, I think we're going to see, a small difference that it makes. Right now, it's a big difference because it's larger than any month we've ever seen, and we'll see that continue. It will be larger than any month we see from the past. But will it sustain at 12 billion per month? Will it sustain at 30 billion per month? No, it will not. I think we need to burn off a lot more, and we're not going to see people burn their own money in order to do that. It's just the new hype thing right now. The portal is great, but you're still using your own money. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Uh, Burn and buy more as long as the price goes down. Let's see. Oh, they stole the whole Shiba burn concept. Is that what you're saying? The burn portal could have been better. They could have hyped it up even more. Yes, they could have. Are Wait, aren't the communities what grows the coin? Wait, but aren't the communities what grows the coin? Uh shouldn't it be us burning? Yes, but the point is that if we're building the volume, it should be us burning by a normal transaction. We're choosing, like we would gladly, a bunch of people would gladly accept 1% to be burned off to know that everybody else is burning off 1%. We've come out and supported this time and time again. We would support 5%, right? We just want to make sure that what we're holding grows in a lot of value. If we have confirmation that we're burning 5% and we know that this is going to get to a dollar or a penny, we have the vision, people are glad to burn off 5% of that transaction because you show the potential. I'm angry they didn't go with Shiba Burn. Yeah, they stole Shiba Burn's whole concept and the name. It's better. It's better than nothing, but it's not sustainable. I would agree. I like the idea of the burn portal. I think it's great for those who are staking and can burn our freebies. That's true. I like transactional burns. Yeah, I think that's true. I think if we could find a way, if staking was an option to where you would stake and then whatever APY goes through, a certain percentage of that staking percentage goes towards burning, like the 40 trillion that's staked, I'm sure people are gaining 1%. Like imagine all of that being staked through an aggressive staking portal, and then now you can stake it, and the APY, you get a certain percentage. Let's say you'll get, it'll be 5% that you gain in the staking rewards, right? 1% of that will go towards burning off SHIB. 4% of that will go towards you getting that staking or that APY. Or you can opt however much percentage you want to contribute towards the percentage from 1 to 3%, right? You can only do that much, but you always get paid something. That will be phenomenal, but that's not the case. I like the idea of a burn portal. I read those. Watching live, but at work, I just know it's going to get harder and harder to make an impact on burns. I would agree. I'm okay. The impact is about the fact that the community is doing it, right? It's not about, hey, burning 1 billion coins is now not enough, or burning 100 million coins is not enough. Anything is better than nothing. You're showing that you're supporting, the overall community. I feel like Shibarium will be a game changer. I hope so. I feel like they should move this burn portal over to Shibarium in some way. Because if you're burning through Shibarium, you're not spending the money on the fees. Like right now, it is lower fees because you're doing it through like one transaction, but you could have even lower fees to where it's pennies. I prefer Shiba tokens than burn, Matt. Only reason I would burn is from utility. That makes more sense than throw money away. I would agree. I would 100% agree. You're right. I don't. Uh, I'm struggling to get through all these because they're coming through pretty fast. Matt, thoughts are for everyone burned. Wait, my thoughts are for every one coin burn, she should burn 10 coins. I don't know how they would be able to sustain that. They would have to find a way to sustain it in a way. It's all about sustainability. And if they don't have any coins, because they don't have any Shiba coins, then it would be tough. But that's a good idea. I don't understand this whole burning. So basically, when you burn coins, you're decreasing the supply. When you decrease the supply of something, you're making it more valuable, or essentially have a ceiling of being more valuable, right? As the demand stays the same. Most likely, let's say you had limited edition water bottles, right? Which again, this is green, so it's probably see through, but a limited edition water bottle, right? And there's 5 that's made. Well, someone decides to destroy one, well, it makes those 4 more valuable unless people don't want to buy them anymore. So if the volume or if the popularity stays the same or increases, or I guess you can define it as demand, if the demand stays the same or increases, well, now these water bottles are more valuable. And then they burn off another one. Well, now they're even more valuable, right? So that's what we're looking to do with burning the coins. As long as the popularity stays the same, you can burn coins. However, there's a difference between burning your own money, so taking your own $100 worth of SHIB and burning it off, or there's a way to where you can buy an investment that will burn a percentage of SHIB no matter what, and you'll be able to gain something in return, so you're never throwing away your money, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does make sense. I think you need to create a coin, Matt. So I have created a coin. I just don't have the knowledge to building it out. And I think we will get that knowledge to building it out in a large way, but it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and I need somebody that's skilled. I've gone through some people, talking to some people about it, and some people seem skilled and some people seem, I don't know, it just didn't seem right. And I want to build the right person, because if I send that person a certain amount of coins, I want to make sure that they're dedicated towards this, and that they're going to be, legit and not just pull any type of rug out from under it. And I don't want that, obviously. I want to make sure that they are as transparent as I am, which I don't know if anybody is as transparent as I am. I just realized that like this weekend, um my nephew basically told me about the Sonic movie and everything, and I was like, "Oh, it seems great. I want to go see it with Harper and everything." And he told me the end. And usually people are like, "Oh, that's you told me the end. That's a bad thing." And I thought it was funny. Like, I'm okay with hearing the end of a movie unless it's Marvel or like some sort of superhero movie. I'm not okay with that. Um, I mean, I'm fine. Somebody did spoil the end of Endgame for me. They were like, "Oh, Iron Man dies." And if you haven't seen Endgame right now and I spoiled it, I but anyways, they were like, "Oh, Iron Man dies," on Facebook, and everybody was like attacking him for putting it on Facebook, which I don't go on Facebook anymore, hardly. And yeah, I had that spoiled, but basically I had it spoiled and I thought it was funny, and then I told his parents as like a as like a joke, like, "Oh, well, know what's funny? Like, he just told me the end of the movie, like I'm okay with it." And then he got in trouble because of that. So I felt bad, and I felt like I disappointed, I was disappointing him in a way, and it hurt me, inside, because I was just like, now I can't be as transparent as I normally am with people, because kids get in trouble for these type of things, and I don't want him to get in trouble. I don't want anybody to get in trouble for something that I think is hilarious. So next time that I do have something like that, I'm just not gonna say anything like that, because I don't want him or anybody, to get in trouble, any kid to get in trouble, especially. But that shows that I'm way too transparent, you know? I legit haven't seen Endgame. No, fam, spoilers. No, no, no. It's like 2 years or so, right? Transaction burns. Imagine $1 billion in transaction burn percentage. Transaction. Yeah, I would agree. Like, if you look at the volume, if um, we go over to here. Let's go to the volume for Shiba Inu, right? Shiba Inu's volume in the last day, right? And I understand that we probably won't have all this volume go through um, Shiba or Shibarium. We'll probably have a big portion because people are going to pay less fees, right? Um, if we have a certain percentage that goes through this area, let's say if all of it, right, 33 trillion coins, right, or 777 million worth of Shiba Inu, and 1% of that gets burned off. That is a massive amount every single day that we can burn off. Every day, every 24 hours, we can burn off a massive amount with just 1%, right? So you're looking at, hundreds of billions that you can burn off in a matter of 24 hours. And that's exactly what we need, right? So this is why Shibarium could be way better, is if the burn volume goes through there. And I don't know what their plans are. I would love to hear their plans. If the burn volume goes through there, they transition everything, and basically it's going to be pennies to be able to buy in Shibarium, and you make your moves in Shibarium, and then 1% of that transactional volume goes through there, right? That's still going to be cheaper than the regular exchange. It's still going to be cheaper than all of the wallets. So nobody's going to have that thought to move over to these other platforms and not pay the 1% or 2%. And hopefully we can burn off a lot of Shiba through utility. So that's the idea. And I hope that Shibarium is that big, because if it is, you won't hear much negativity from me. I will try and continue to push it forward and see positivity within the metaverse and NFTs that are built and all that stuff. And maybe I can I was thinking maybe we can funnel some NFTs through them. Being able to understand that YouTubers are, we could build the NFTs, build the community, build up the hype. They can run all of their news through the YouTubers first, and then we launch a lot of that news, and then they launch their announcement. And we obviously see, that we're working in tandem. That's what we need within this community. We need everybody working together. And if we could find a way to build that, I think it would be huge. Um, Looks like the devs are trying to make Shiba fail. It didn't have a big advertisement for the burn portal. It's kind of a big deal, right? It does make sense to me. Uh, so yeah, I it doesn't make sense that they didn't have a bigger announcement for this. Obviously they don't care about burns, but they know that we support it in such a big way. So in order to make it seem like they are answering or listening to us, then they your coin was a big flop, right? I don't think it was a big flop. I can tell you that, I mean, it's still going, but I don't think it was a big flop. I think there was definitely some things that could have been changed, with maximums that people can buy. But there's always people that are looking to take advantage of a situation. Somebody ended up riding it up and buying like $5,000 worth at 15 cents, and then buying another, or not $5,000 worth, or 5,000 coins at 15 cents, another 6,000 coins at 15 cents, and or sorry, another 1,000 coins at 15 cents. And then somebody else bought 4,000 coins. And I noticed that that will be bad in the end. And I talked about it throughout the whole entire time. I was like, these two people, I would like to know who they are, so that we can talk about what their plans are for this. Because I knew that as soon as they decide to make a move and it went up to $4 or something like that, or $3, almost $4, and they decided to cash out their profits. I mean, it's understandable they're cashing out their profits. We had a large increase. Everybody dies. Um, but yeah, I think, well, that wouldn't be spoiling the ending. That would just be lying about the ending. Um, but yeah, I think, what we could have done was set maximums on how many people could buy, especially since there's only 100,000 coins available. And I think we could see more development as time goes on, but we'll figure it out because it's still there. If we blah, 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 blah. Trying to skip real quick. What will you do with the Let It Burn channel? We don't have the hype anymore. Members slow down. We don't have much playing in the background. You still plan on burning let it. Yeah, I still plan on burning it eventually. If we get to a point to where um, we see let's say a crazy amount that's being burned with Shibarium, and really these burns don't matter too much. It was about the message that we were able to bring across, and the point is that we built a community, and we can continue with that community maybe by doing a giveaway channel. Like this can seriously be a giveaway channel to where we look at Shiba Inu and we give away SHIB, we buy and give it away to many different people, especially through the Shibarium platform, because it will be lower fees and we can just throw it any place that we want. Now, burning may not be necessary at that point, but we can buy as much as we want and give it to people that maybe don't have as much Shiba Inu, or that support the community in such a big way, because everybody should be able to gain life-changing money from this scenario. And I understand that the Let It Burn channel is not building as much revenue, but I would say that half of it is because of me, half of it is because of lack of watching within that community. We have 14,000 subscribers, and the thought is that we create these burn videos and that people can play them back to back to back every single day if they wanted to, and just let them play in the background. Just like you were mining coins, you would mine, or you would burn coins. You would have a burn farm. And that's what I was thinking we could have had. But obviously people are not re-watching those videos. They're only watching the new videos, which is very tough for me to sustain, because obviously I have my own channel and my own 9 to 5 that I'm working through and building, income for myself, so that I can obviously live a certain life and pay off, my house, and pay off cars and all that other type of stuff. And retire. Well, I technically don't want to retire. I'll continue to work because I love doing this stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely tricky. I would probably say we turn it into a giveaway channel in the end, but in due time. I mean, right now it's not really, it's still burning coins and still burning a decent amount. Excuse me, I followed Matt for almost a year. Nobody worries about burning supply of SHIB than he. Do more research, you'll see. Yeah, I definitely do care more about increasing the value of SHIB in such a big way. Not only about burning, but also about increasing the value, increasing the hype behind it, understanding that people love this coin. And this is why I created this burn channel. I mean, I saw the opportunity to create the burn channel and give, or give a different message, or a different message than everybody else is producing out there on Twitter. All the positive messages that are going on. I love positivity. Don't get me wrong. I want to see things succeed, but you have to question everything. Questions lead to answers. I mean, you start to get a lot of these answers where it's like, does this really make sense? Well, let's fix it, right? You find a problem, you fix the problem. If you basically state that there's no problem, you'll never have anything to fix, which means that it's at the best value that it could be at, right? Or is that what the devs think, that this is at the best value that it possibly could be at? No, I'm pretty sure they don't, and maybe they do. I don't know, because I don't think they support Shiba Inu as much as they support other positions within the ecosystem, because they have more skin in the game in those positions. Make a Mr. Let It Burn Beast. Mr. Let It Burn Beast. Can we burn and give the Ryoshis to charity? So we are going to burn. We're going to continue to burn. And then whatever we gain through Ryoshi, which I don't know if we will gain a ton, because by that time we end up burning, this will be probably at like, I don't know, 70 billion. And that'll be great if it is. I'm always running Matt's burn videos, and I'm always I missed it. Always running Matt's burn videos, and I'm always here. and other places to show support and ask questions that should be asked. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying that too. I love the kind words. Matt, I'll play you on in MLB the show. I don't know if I'm good at it, but I'll play it. I'll get the hang of it. I think I played it probably one time, but that's like way back when. It might have been like MLB like 2015 or something. Listen to Shiba Burn Radio, all the burn SHIB every month. I've seen that. I watch your live every morning and most of your videos. I hope your other YouTubers ask some hard questions on the 29th. I think they will. I think they will. I agree. I went all in and left myself with nothing just because I love Shiba and need life changing. You need life change. You're brilliant, Matt. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of the people are in that position. I'm so passionate with this coin and the value. Been here a while. I know the drill. Stocks and crypto always go sideways. Whales buy in here for a reason and sell before it's topped. Basic concept. We are as sideways as you get. Only a matter of time. I would sort of agree. I would definitely agree. That's when I came along when you started the burn channel. Been here ever since. Well, thank you for being a part of it. And anytime you came along, there are people that are OG subscribers from when I created a lot of credit card content, or general investing and finance information in the beginning. And those people, obviously, I absolutely love for being around for 3 years or so, and through all of the ups and downs and lefts and rights and all of that stuff. I appreciate you guys so much, and all the new people that are here that are supporting me and giving me support, even though maybe Shiv tried to attack me in a way. And I hope they address that. I don't want them I don't need them to, right? It's not something to where it's like, I need them to basically say, "Hey, I apologize for doing this," because I don't expect that from Trophius. I don't expect that from anybody. Um, but I do expect them to acknowledge, transparency and understand if they are more transparent than anybody in the Shiba Inu community. Because I feel like they're not. You know, if they can't give out any information ahead of time, and they can't obviously tell people who they are, and they can't understand what their investments are, um, I mean, I don't think people are transparent. Not as transparent as I am, to tell you the truth. If they're talking about fighting transparency, I mean, I'm as transparent as you get. Again, I can't lie about anything. My wife will tell you I'm horrible. Even when I tell the truth, it seems like I'm just like, I know that this person's gonna think that I'm lying, so I don't know what I'm not lying. Like I don't like I seem like ridiculously nervous and whatnot. That's a problem, but I deal with it. Believe it or not, I'm not great at public speaking either. It's probably because of all the words that I mess up. Do your DD and you'll never be worried about the long term. See no wool over anyone's eyes. And I'm just a hodl investor and gamble on the side. All right. I love you, Matt, because of your honesty. Thank you for saying that. Um, Everything aside, Matt is very transparent and clearly learned from this a lot. Yes, I think I'm in the right place. Well, thank you for being here. I love that Let It Burn channel. Well, thank you for saying that. Again, I'm trying to build something, not only, to just burn off coins. It's to get information out there, right? Let people know what our thoughts are as a community, and a separate channel was definitely necessary. Like, even though I create a lot of content for Shiba Inu and talking about news related stuff and things like that, um, it reaches more people, and I'm able to push people to maybe the Let It Burn channel or to the Shiba Inu community, the Discord group that we created. And it's about, letting people know where we think the problems are, and then having that discussion on those problems. There have been people that come through the Shiba Inu Discord group and say, hey, I don't agree with what you're saying here. Explain to me what you mean by this, and we end up having a conversation about it. And also, the people within the community are able to converse with them, whether you're an admin or you're a moderator or you're just a person that really loves Shiba Inu and has a lot of knowledge about Shiba Inu. There's a lot of great people within this Discord group that can basically speak to the same points that I'm speaking to. And that's why I trust them to continue that conversation. Sometimes I see it and I'm just watching the conversation go and I don't respond to it because I want to see how they continue with that conversation. And it usually ends in like either like they don't have to see eye to eye, but there's always an understanding that one person has a vision and they understand where they're coming from, but it doesn't change their overall mindset, right? They just understand, and that's what I love, is creating that understanding. You continue with the questions, you have the hard questions, people don't agree with you, it's okay, and they'll never agree with you. Maybe at some point they will find a way to agree with you, or maybe there's some point where you will find a way to agree with them. But the point is that you have that conversation, you have that debate. That's what we want to have. I don't care if it's negative, I don't care if it's positive. I just want to have that conversation. Christmas is the worst for me because as much as I appreciate a gift, I want them to know it, and can come off as a fake because I overdo it to make it clear I appreciate it. Yeah, I hear you. I'm I love giving gifts to people. Like yesterday, we went to a restaurant. We went to Isaac's. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Isaac's sandwiches and all that stuff. And we sit down. There's some times where we would have a server and they're doing a great job. Maybe they're nervous. Maybe it's their first day. Maybe it seems like they're just awkward or something like that. And you know they come over, bring our food. The food wasn't really the best, right? Service was way better than the food, but the food wasn't really the best. And this person was by themselves working through inside outside tables. There's no other servers within the area, within the vicinity, and there wasn't that many people, but going inside outside worrying about all these different things and still checking on us in a reasonable time, that was amazing. So what I typically do sometimes is I'll end up tipping the bill, which depends how much the bill is. But I'll end up tipping the bill, and I always like to make someone's day. It's not to get a reaction out of them or anything, because I tip the bill and then walk out and drive off. And I'm sure that maybe they were excited with it, maybe they weren't. I don't know, but I always like to make someone's day and give to somebody. I'd rather give to somebody than get something from somebody. Like, I just love giving to people, and this is why I'm probably as transparent as I am, because yes, I can gain a lot from me holding Shiba Inu, but I gain more from others gaining something out of it. Like, I know that I have my own investment strategy with CRO, but if I see somebody invest into CRO maybe at like slightly the wrong time when I wouldn't invest and they're not gaining the same out of it, it's making me think like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe I should make up the difference in how much they lost, right? Like, like what type of thing is that? Like, they're making the investment, doing their own research, but um, they invested maybe a little bit at the wrong time, maybe invested, let's say at, 52 cents or whatever. It ends up being at 90 cents. And now they're trying to make their way back. Understand that, I'm just trying to give to people. I'm just trying to make people happy. And the one way you can make people happy is by providing some sort of wealth for them, not just giving them wealth or giving them any type of money, but providing some sort of wealth or knowledge. And that's what I'd rather give to a lot of people, is if you want to learn about this stuff, you end up learning about it and making so much money. When people come to me and say, hey, I made $5,000 off of this play that you ended up talking about, that makes me feel so freaking good. Not about the money that I made from it. Like, I made, $5,000 from farm, but then like 7 people came to me and was like, yo, I made so much money off of that farm call that you had. Like, I love what you did there. And, I'm a subscriber from here on out. And it makes me feel good, not about gaining the subscriber. It's about the fact that they made money from it, about they improved their situation, and now they have 3,000, 4,000, 7,000 extra dollars that they can do with whatever they want with. And they obviously see the value in investing now, and they continue down that route. And I love it, you know? I'm bullish on IVIX. I love your content, Matt. You say all the good and the bad, which needs to be said. You've helped me a lot since I've came into crypto world. Let's go SHIB, hashtag SHIB, hashtag CRO, and ApeCoin. Love it. ApeCoin is definitely making some moves. I don't know if it's still where it's at or where it was. $17.31. Still up about 5%. Up to $885. I still see $30 in the future, and that's where I probably will end up making a move. Even though it has a potential chance to go higher, I have my own levels to where I want to sell at. Live, live and the burns keep coming. Finally get larger amount burnt. Still not enough, but does put a smile on my face. Yes. Hello, Mart. Hello, Matt. How much coin do we have in total with Shiba, and why does it still say 500 trillion? Understand that we're burning off billions. We're not burning off trillions. So trillions, it's going to say that we have about 600 trillion for quite some time until they start to burn off a lot more aggressively. So we have 589 trillion in total, and we're not going to make a dent for a while. Back of my throat is very itchy. Um, my sinus, or not sinuses, my allergies are really kicking in. My eyes. When I went I went to Hershey Park recently, this weekend, and we went on one ride that went like really fast. It's the first ride that I've been on at Hershey Park. Usually we go for the kids. Um, yeah, I went on and instantly eyes were completely watering the whole entire rest of the day because it was just like everything was just messed up. But yeah, allergies are really kicking in bad. Ugh. At the end of 5 years, we can have a private party with just the Discord members. Can we have, or we can have a private party? We can. I mean, I heard of like ShibaCon that's coming up, but I can't go to that. 1 million holders need to burn $30 of SHIB or $100 of SHIB, and then we win. I mean, it's a start, but it's still people burning off their own money. Some people don't even hold $30 worth of SHIB. Matt, what's your opinion on Zelda Inu? I love Zelda Inu. I still hold Zelda Inu. I'm hype with what's going on with the Zeldaverse token with them giving to charity, the donations that they're making. Like I love everything that they're doing. And this is why I've always been or I've been bullish with Zelda Inu, and this is why I reached out to them and said, look, I have to be a partner with this. I have to be a part of this in some way. And even though I'm not like a partner, right? I'm just like a person that talks about the position on Zelda Inu, and I'm a part of it. And I'm glad that they put me on like their homepage here. So if I actually let's go back and let's go to I think it's zeldainu.io somewhere here in all the tweets that we have the Zeldaverse. We go to Zelda Inu, we will find it. Scroll down. It should be zeldainu.io somewhere. I mean, I could type it in, but zeldainu.io. Let's see how many days. So the countdown, we still have 6 days, 8 hours. But yeah, I love what they're doing over here. I absolutely love what they're doing over here. And the fact that they put me here as a partner, I'm happy to be a part of that. And I see what they're doing. They 250x on the first day at launch, and again, they just show so much potential and so much value in the world, real world value, real world utility, and that's why I decided to get into Zelda Inu. Now, I don't know what their price is right now, but they usually hover somewhere around 3 cents for Zelda Inu, and I'm continuing to make a certain amount. So it's 2.5 cents. This is a great time to buy. So I might end up buying more soon, probably today. Yeah, down another 4%. I definitely will take that as a buying opportunity because it gives you that much more, right? Every day I'm gaining another 160 Zelda Inu through L Bank, through my APY that I'm gaining over there, which is 27%, 28%. So I'm very bullish on that and very bullish on Zelda Inu as a whole. Eventually we'll see this blow up. And the thing is that right now, I mean, this being down, you're really following the market, which shows that it's maybe catching some eyes from some bigger investors or institutional investors or something like that, seeing that as a play. So I'm hype with only 500 total, circulating supply. If you're looking at that, you can't really see the number because I guess it's just not reported there. But they burned off 97 million coins, and you're sitting at about 500 million total circulating supply. So again, volume up 23%, but the price is down about 4%. So I'm definitely looking to make another move there and buying some more Zelda Inu tokens. Um, I'm bullish on Texas Roadhouse, someone said. I'm trying to go back up to some of this stuff. Um, hey, Matt, you're making me want to link my PayPal. No, want to link you my PayPal. Yeah, that's funny. Um, I mean, you never know. There's situations where I see things on TikTok and they're like, hey, I'm going through a situation. I'm really struggling right now, and I'll just send. I won't send a crazy amount, but I'll be a part of that, and they're asking for like $1 per viewer, and they end up getting that. And I'll give like $20 or something, and help out because some people really need just that push. I saw somebody that was holding up a sign and um I had to drive past them because I had no like cash available, and I was like, it like ate me up inside because I was like, that person looked like they needed help. Like and I mean, sometimes they pose that way, but you never know. You've been right a few times over the last couple of months on a couple of different coins. You got me buying Crow now. Yeah, I love Crow, especially where it's at. I mean, gaining passive income with CRO, whether you're on the DeFi wallet or on crypto.com, I mean, no brainer. It's hands down a great idea. At these low prices that we're seeing, as long as obviously, if the crypto market continues to drop, then prices continue to drop, but you're still gaining that passive income, which gives you more potential as you move forward, right? Because it's still giving you the same amount of CRO. Let's say if you have 100 CRO and you're gaining 1%, you're gaining 1 CRO, every single day that you're holding it, right? Or I guess technically 1% over the staking period. So you're still gaining quite a bit every single day that you're holding it. It's compounding. You're gaining 1%. You uh, put that 1% in there. Now you have 101, and now you're gaining a little over, um, 1 CRO, and then you compound it again. You're gaining a little bit more over that, right? So you're gaining that percentage as you compound and you keep moving forward. So I love it. You know what I haven't collected in a while, and let's probably collect that now, is Chronodes. I may be at a very low point here with Chronodes, but we'll see. Let me change this to the Chronos network and connect wallet. Let's see how many I have. So I have 7.5. So let me claim all of these. It's going to cost me 0.6 CRO. I don't even know what Chronos price is at. So let's quickly check what CRO's price is at, or CRN. They're currently at $1.39. So either way, I'm gaining something. It's not a crazy amount, but I'm gaining something. Let's bring up ChronoSwap real quick. ChronoSwap. And bring that over here. And let's go ahead and change this for CRN. So I have 6.75. Let's switch these and turn my CRN into CRO, which is getting me 23. I'll take a new 23 coins. And if I can gain that every day, if it stays around $1, I'm perfectly fine with it. That's another $10 and I'm gaining every single day, and I'll take an extra $10 every day. Well, it's not every day. That's that's like every week. So still gaining an extra $10 every week. I'm fine with that. So Tectonic APY is over 100%. Definitely interesting. That's probably because Tectonic probably added more coins. So let's look at, is it Tectonic? Wait, no, VVS Finance add more coins. So Tectonic is over 100%. Tectonic really doesn't add many more coins. So they really don't have a huge form of dilution, but you do see it decreasing in value quite a bit. Is that on the DeFi wallet that it's up, that it's over 100%? Let's check. Because I currently have $3,000 staked over on the DeFi wallet. Let's look at other positions. So yeah, VVS Finance is 42%. Atom is 17.1%. CRO is 12.12%, which I need to stake more CRO. Yeah, but nothing else. I mean, you see SNX at 6.8%. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is a lower percentage. CRV at 3.6%, BUSD at 2.54%. So you're not seeing a crazy percentage over in the crypto or the DeFi wallet. How long do you think it will take for all the burns to begin increasing in the price of SHIB? Doesn't seem to be making any difference at the present. Well, yeah, you're not going to see any difference with billions of coins. It's going to take a while. What it's doing now is in slowly increasing the price ceiling. That's what we need. We don't need something that's a massive movement to the price. I don't want that, because if you see that, you're going to see just as big of a fall, and nobody wants a large fall. We want to see it continue to increase. So we need to see slow, consistent movement. Man, it's getting hard to watch other YouTubers because it sometimes feels like they're overhyping to make money or something. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a couple of videos where it's like Shiba Inu is going to a penny tomorrow, and I'm like, shut up. Like, I'm just like, just stop talking and just don't make any more videos. Like, that's the type of thing that makes us, or people like me, I guess, look bad, because it's always like, oh, you're a YouTuber that talks about cryptocurrency. You talk about Shiba Inu. Yeah, I talk about Shiba Inu, but I try to make it as real as possible. I don't think it's going to hit a penny tomorrow. I don't think it's going to hit 10 cents tomorrow or 69 cents, this month. Like, that's not the case. I want to see slow and consistent gains, as a normal investor does want to see, but see those gains end up in a massive percentage that you gained, right? So you see slow, consistent gains on the way up. It moves for 10 years. Throughout that 10 years, you go from being worth $10,000 to being worth $10 million. That's definitely something that could happen within 10 years of you holding a position that has a ton of promise. People saying that it's going to happen in the matter of 2 days or a month, you're dumb. Like, just stop with that. Stop pushing all of this because you think that it's gaining you a bunch of views, but you look at the comment section and it's like you're clickbaiting everybody. And they don't care about that, but it makes people like me look bad because they decide to overhype the hell out of something. Like, I talk about something that has potential, but I look at both sides, the negative and the positive. Bought some ApeCoin because of your video on it, and a couple of days later it went up like 35%. Glad I did it. Well, thank you for saying that. Again, that makes me feel amazing that people make money from doing that. And if you're looking for that 35%, or you're looking for 50%, or you're looking for 100%, whatever your goal is, set your own strategy, and then you can definitely see those movements from there. But I can only predict up to a certain point, and if I do give you that prediction, it's based on what my strategy is, not on what your strategy is. And I love that you were able to grow 35% from the last time that I talked about it. Especially the AMC guys, yeah. Wondering what the burn rate. I feel like I need to sneeze. every single day since starting out. 50 billion a day, 100 billion a day, 500 billion a day. Um, it would be interesting, that's for sure. Um, we're gonna invest in times, or no? We're just waiting for a bull run. Yes, we are. You should take 24-hour allergy tablets at bedtime. Yeah, you'll wake up being so I take 24-hour allergy tablets. I usually take it right in the morning, and sometimes I forget. Um, but I'll tell you what, when I was going to Hershey Park the morning of going to Hershey Park, which was Saturday, um, it was so bad. Like, I mean, my eyes were like I felt like I couldn't open them because, you know, they get watery and then they get like crusty and all that other type of stuff. It's just like like it's so bad. And now it's making my eyes itch because I remember that feeling. But I didn't have any allergy medication, so I had to go and get some on the way there. But as soon as I took it, usually it takes 24 hours to work. As soon as I took it, it was probably like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes in, and I started feeling way better. And usually it takes those tablets to work. It takes a long time for them to work. So I was happy with that. Um, Good Army, thanks. You made some. I made some money off of ApeCoin, and I'll be back in when it gets around 14. Rinse and repeat. Let's go, fellow investors. I love hearing it. Love hearing it. I've stopped watching hype channels. So useless. Yeah, I still want to get Zelda Inu, but sounds and looks confusing. I hear you. I mean, it's. Someone said for the dogs. Yes, it's for the dogs. You like the haircut? Thank you for saying that. My brother cuts my hair. Um, Whenever I ask him, I always ask him last minute. I'm sorry that I do that, but he he works through it. I mean, I pay him for the haircuts. I mean, he does a great job, way better than what I can get at other places, and I don't have to worry about like that weight. I always feel bad, but I know that it can create a form of income for him to automatically have that person that is going to pay you maybe once or twice a month. I would like to do it twice a month, but I don't have the time to do it twice a month. um, But yeah, Zelda Inu, I guess a little bit confusing at times, but as soon as they get on other exchanges, I think it starts to get more clear, because you're able to buy and see what they do. They're a charity token, so they help dogs in need. I've seen nothing but transparency from the devs, and yeah, I think the only thing that I've asked them to do that I think would be a bigger benefit to their overall cause and what they are is create one of those YouTube spaces. Um, and then advertise the YouTube space that you're going to be, talking about Zelda Inu and about the ecosystem and everything that, has been a part of it. Matt is one of the 3 finance channels I watch. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being a big part of this channel, by the way. Where can I buy Zelda? You can buy it on LBank. You can buy it on PancakeSwap, XT.com, and they're talking with other channels. They're talking with other exchanges. Any chance of Zelda Inu listing on any additional platforms soon? I don't know about soon. I know they're talking with different exchanges, but I haven't heard anything concrete. I'm way behind on these messages. I'm sorry. I'll be selling my Twitter shares. I'm gonna skip a lot. Wolf of YouTube is a big example of hyping, to be honest. Yes. I'm starting to get annoyed with his he just said in one video that freaking pissed me off. He said, and I don't know if he was making a joke. He said, "Get this to 57,000 views and I'll burn 100 billion SHIB." It's like, what are you talking about, man? Do you even know what the price? Like, is that a joke? Was that really a joke, or because that makes no sense to me at all? You're gonna burn 100 billion SHIB, and you know how much that costs? You know how much a billion SHIB is? Like that's $30,000. So you burning 100 billion SHIB, uh, not only means that you burn, $30,000, but 300,000, $3 million, right? That's a lot of money. Real ones are here, SHIB Army. Thank you for being here. One of these days we're gonna wake up and someone's going to spend a few million to buy and burn Shiba Inu, watch, someone will do it. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree that I think we're going to see out of nowhere that we're going to see someone, not just through the burn portal, but we're going to see someone buy and burn a lot of SHIB. And maybe it'll be a buyback. I would love if Shiba Inu devs, the ecosystem devs, did a buyback and burn for Shiba Inu. That would be phenomenal. But we can't predict that. We can't say that that is absolutely going to happen. Man, I subscribed to your brother and best friend's channel from you talking about it Friday. Well, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. You know, he's over there making videos. My brother hasn't made videos. He wants an easier way to upload videos and all that stuff. And I have an easier way, but he's gonna have to spend like $200 on the device in order to link his camera to the desktop. So he wants an easier way to record videos, but you know, I keep telling him like, look, just create the videos, man. I know you I know you like to do it. You just don't like the upload process and everything like that and how slow it takes. Um, I just feel like you need to create the videos, upload them, and then edit them after the fact. Take Allegra at night. Um, that's what I do. It helps big time. Yeah, I usually take stuff in the morning, and it usually works. Food allergies are real, and it could be sugar or cake alternative. Oh, you're talking about your allergies or something? Austin Hilton, and Zach Humphreys are the biggest hype channels. That's what someone says. Um, I don't know. I haven't watched many of their videos. I've watched a couple of them, and it seems like a lot of stuff that they build. They talk about some news related stuff, and it's good to be able to have different stuff there. Some things may come off as hype. I don't think they're the biggest hype channels. I've seen some really big hype channels doing the like I was talking about like stimulus checks and stuff in the past and talking about the financial implications of that and all of that and how to, go about getting that. And there were some people that would say every single day, stimulus checks confirmed or this confirmed, $2,000, $5,000 per month confirmed. And people do the same thing over in for Shiba Inu. They start to mess things up in a big way, and they're just like, this confirmed. Everything is like anytime you try and give like a hype title because you feel like you have great news, it means nothing to the algorithm because so many people are now saying, Shiba Inu confirmed or 1 penny confirmed or all that stuff. And I like to say that Shiba Inu is going to get to 1 penny, but I don't do it often. Um, and when I do, it's always about the comparison as to like when it's going to get to a penny, what your value would be, what my profit taken will be, all of that stuff. I don't understand why folks can't seem to understand that Twitter is a company driven by profit. You agree to rules to use it. If you break the rules, you don't get to use it anymore. It's true. Wolf of YouTube is very annoying with that. I think him saying he would burn all that SHIB was straight up lie, and his videos are repeat clickbait. Yeah, he does like maybe 7 videos a day, and they're all obviously about Shiba Inu, and it's literally going through articles. You find all the articles that are interesting, and sometimes it's a repeat article. I've seen him repeat the same article a couple of times, and it's just, I guess, I don't really know what to think about it because he just reads the same detail, the same article, and then says how this is interesting and how it's big, but then provides no type of value on how to improve your situation with SHIB and how to improve SHIB in general. It's just always like, oh, we burned off this much. It's news. Like, that's all it is. But I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to talk down on somebody. Um, he does a great job with getting news out and getting people interested, I guess, in the community. And people watch his channel. Um, I'm still subscribed to him. I just get annoyed by some of the things that he says. And some people learn. I mean, there are people that definitely learned from other hype situations and built a following, and then all of a sudden now they start realizing what they've done wrong and, create these videos. They don't really generate as much revenue as they did before, but they realize what they did wrong. At first, I was reluctant about the burn portal because it was from the devs. Oh, yeah, I understand. I didn't know where it was going to go, but I always have faith that they're going to choose the right, try and choose the right thing. Um, and if not, the community is going to kind of attack, and eventually they'll find their way. But with this whole SHIB situation, this whole Shiba Inu land situation and buying with SHIB, this could have been avoided. Like, having all that backlash where people are like, hey, why are you choosing to have people buy it in Ethereum, but now all of a sudden you want people to be able to buy in SHIB, and buying in SHIB is coming soon, but now people are hype about it and they don't realize that what they just said about buying with SHIB, that they don't want it to dump. But now they're coming out and saying that, oh, you know what? We give up on that and we're going to allow you to buy in SHIB because people are not buying enough of the land, right? That's probably why. So it's great that they're doing it and they hear what we're saying, but I think they're doing it for the wrong reasons, right? Why is SHIB still dropping? It's going to continue to drop because the market is dropping. It's actually consolidating right now. It increased, consolidated, and now it's the 200 EMA is finding a way to creep up to the consolidation point, which essentially you could see a breakdown if that's the case. A lot of times you will see that breakdown, but a lot of times when you see a more bullish run with consolidation, it's more of a bull flag, and you could see a large push up from there or a large bounce off of the 200 EMA. So there's definitely two scenarios there. When will CRO hold at 70 cents or higher? When we start to see crypto actually get back to some form of normality, then yes, we will see crypto, we will see CRO definitely hold above 70 cents. It can easily hold up to those levels because of how much, one, is burned off every single day, and two, is, I don't even know what I was saying at that point. I don't know why I do that. Um, so one, because how much is being burned off, and two is because how much hype that's actually going to go behind it during that bull run. That's what I was looking to say. I start to read before I finish the sentence because I try and jump on the next question, and it doesn't ever work out for me. But it's funny. Um, What's your view on Algorand? So I was bullish on Algorand, and now I'm not bullish on it. The reason being is because, they had to pull a lot of their APY. I think you can get a certain APY over on other platforms like I think crypto.com. You can get like a higher APY, like up to 5%, but it's just not something. Again, I just read something, and um, for Algorand, I just don't like the fact that when I was holding on Coinbase, they pulled that APY. I sold before that in order to, because I saw a vision in where Algorand can go, but I no way didn't see them pulling the APY from Coinbase. But they did, and seeing ADA make that transition that I wanted them to make months ago, that was another situation. But yeah, I'm not really bullish on Algorand, not anymore at least. What's the point of burning? Um, we the shareholders have to make it happen. Let's stop this mentality of we want others to do it for us. So it's not about that. I think we can. So we are doing it. The issue is that if they support it as much as we support it, if they support Shiba Inu to grow as much as we support Shiba Inu to grow, no matter what they do, it's all based on transactions. It's all based on what we do. So we're not looking for them to burn anything. We're looking for them to build something or implement something. Everybody has come out and said that they support a 1 to 5% transactional burn in some form. And if they're not doing that, then they're not hearing the community, right? The community says that if we want to go through these normal transactions, we will be glad to take the normal fee that we would pay within Ethereum And instead, when we make these moves through Shibarium, now it's going to cost us, $2, even though it'll cost us way less. Like Shibarium will cost us pennies, but then they have that fee within there and they automatically charge $2 or $3 or whatever towards a burn, which will be way less than any other platform, no matter what. So you would be forced to go through Shibarium, which would be hopefully hundreds of millions of dollars. And then if you implement that fee, you're essentially all of the people, all of the normal people that are buying with, or that are buying Shiba Inu, they know that there's a fee and they're willing to pay that fee in order to see it run to a higher level. So it's not about asking someone to burn for us. It's about talking to the devs to implement something that we support, right? And that they should support. We want it to burn. Um, and we are glad to pay 5% as long as we know that everybody else is forced to pay 5%. There's a lot of people that will pay 1% and show that they support it, but then there's others that will basically say, well, I don't know if others support it, so I'm not going to do it. But if everybody's forced to do it, boom, like we know that we have a certain amount that's going to be burned off. 100 billion is literally 100 billion. 1,000 billion is a trillion. Yes, 1,000 billion is a trillion. 100 billion is literally 100 billion. Matt, I feel like there has been a lot of growth in the amount of people in this live stream and less in the Let It Burn live stream. Uh, who wait, I am one who have jumped ship from the Let It Burn to here. Yeah, I mean there definitely is. And the Let It Burn live stream is literally just for gathering people in, and it seems like we gain more subscribers and more people included in the regular videos within the Let It Burn live streams. Um, and it's less for being able to gain revenue through, even though we do gain revenue through it. It's more on the idea that we have this burn channel and all of the previous videos that people watch, you continue to watch those. Now, we're going to have to be forced to make more and more videos in order to burn as much Shiba Inu as we want. So really I would say that yes, we're trying to create this larger and larger community, and it's great to be able to have new members and new people associated with it. But yeah, we're not seeing as much volume go through the live stream for the Let It Burn channel, but we are seeing an increased amount of views in regular videos. We post a video and it easily gets 1,000 views or easily gets 2,000 views, which I'm cool with. For 14,000 subscribers, that's definitely something that I'm happy with, because that's 10%, about 10% uh, of the total subscribers, which that's what you typically want. For every view in a video or every video that you create, you need to have at least 10%, and that means that it is at least a normal video. If it's more than that, which some of my videos that I posted got 3,000 views or 4,000 views, that's obviously more than 10% of the total subscribers. So I will take that any day, and we just need to continue to make more videos, because it seems like as the videos go out there, people don't rewatch them. I have a playlist that has 14 videos on it, and they could play that over and over and over again. And if you do that, that will generate a lot of income, a lot of revenue for the Let It Burn channel. So it's just something we need to really deal with. And that's what I wanted to build, was videos, a full playlist on there that people can just rewatch and rewatch and rewatch. um, Not focus, Matt. Yeah, probably distracted you. I mean, I usually get distracted by some quick comment that comes through, because a lot of the longer ones, it takes longer to read. So then I jump to the quick comments and just answer those really quick. Sometimes those are quick questions, but then it requires a longer answer. They're double dipping in the pocket, and they make you buy and then charge you to burn. That's That's awesome. Big pimp move over here. Or biggest pimp move ever. $13 billion have to be $13 billion have to be burned to get at least 1 trillion, or the last trillion of the supply. Uh, $13 trillion if the price doesn't go up. You're absolutely right about people not buying enough lands with ETH, and now they want to say you can buy with SHIB. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We told them. I've said, look, if I don't think they want to improve, I don't think they really wanted to improve the price of SHIB, but now they're starting to realize that it's the SHIB holders that really control the volume for everything else. And if you don't show support for SHIB, you're not gonna get that support from the SHIB community. Thank you for your time and honesty, bro. Thank you, Juan, for sending that super chat. I appreciate that a lot. Again, this supports, like, my 9 to 5. It supports my family, and I'm able to pay my bills with everything that goes through here. And I love to stream to you guys. I love to answer your questions. I love to be transparent, and I appreciate you for sending that super chat. And that means the world to me. Every single person that sends a super chat, every single person that comments, it just means so much to me. And you know, um, I don't expect anything in return. Like, I don't expect the super chats. But when you do give them, I really appreciate it so much, because I love to give to people, and it's not about receiving. Roulette Wheel, thank you for that $10 super chat as well. Again, it means a lot for the next burn party. I think it would be better to schedule an exact time and date so people can plan in advance to participate. I had to keep looking what time it was happening. Yeah, I agree with you. It was definitely something where I took too long to put the information out there. I know that we were struggling with understanding when the AMA would be, and I didn't want to do the burn party and the AMA and a live stream. So I was wondering if I was going to do it during the morning, and I was just going to do a mixed live stream and burn party, because I didn't want to have to do 3 live streams. I didn't want to have to do the AMA, the burn party, and my normal live stream. So that was definitely an issue that we were dealing with, and I'm glad that they rescheduled it, because it was definitely going to be difficult for me. Nice haircut. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, and thank you for those super chats. That means a lot, guys. Sorry, Matthew. Wait. Do you know about Luna 1? I've heard about it, but I'm not bullish on it. I haven't really looked into it that much. And don't do a burn party during work hours. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's the only time that I really had available. I could have done maybe a little bit later, but again, that starts to dive or dig into family time, especially when I have something like very important that I need to do with like the kids and stuff. So um, that's why I had to schedule it on the 22nd at, I think it was like 2:30. And it was good. I mean, we definitely were able to burn some coins. It wasn't something that was as aggressive as the last one, where we had 1 billion go through and 40 million come from the community. But for the next burn party, it should be fun. It's not going to be as much. I hope that we can build up some revenue. I will continue to post videos today. We got 3 minutes until this ends here. Wait until the bars close. Yeah, so we got 266 people here, guys. Continue to hit that like button. We definitely had a decent size, viewership today. I need to post 2 things today. One, the golf video at 12 o'clock. So make sure you guys watch it. I know that some people don't like golf, but I like people seeing another side of me. And it's always great to be able to see the other side and be transparent elsewhere. um, so anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to get any or check out the Discord group, I think the link is below. I don't know. Sometimes it's not. But if you want to join the Discord group, definitely join the Discord group. I will add it to the description It says it will be live for 7 days, but let's make it live forever. Generate a new link. Yeah, and go ahead and just follow the or support the stream. I hate when it does that. Here's the SHIB Discord group. So it's in the description. Definitely join that and be a part of the conversation there. So it's in the description, and you'll be able to get that. So 416 likes, 418 likes as of right now, 419 likes. But we'll get it to where we want to get to. We'll ask the right questions, and that's really what it's all about. So thank you to everybody that was here. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for subscribing, all the people that subscribed. Also, thank you for the super chats. I appreciate that so much. I've been curious, what's your day job before YouTube? So my day job, I was a financial analyst. Before that, I was a senior accountant. Before that, I was a junior accountant. I worked my way up from an entry level um, accounts receivable position to an accounts payable position to a payroll position to a senior or junior accountant position, senior accountant position, then senior financial analyst over at Penn State Health, which I don't work at anymore. And now I'm full time on YouTube and able to watch the market the whole entire day, converse with all the people, and create content that I love to do, and invest, right? So, anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Follow me on Twitter if you guys want to, at Perry8K. I'm going to get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next video.